right, good morning everybody. I am out again for another run. It is the next day after my last video. You can see a hill behind me. I don't think the camera really does justice on just how steep that is, but anyway, doing another run today. It looks like the thunderstorm that we were calling for is probably not going to happen, so I'm aiming for my long run today, where I did cut things short at 12K yesterday, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be just as much of a struggle because it is warm out here again today, but we'll find out. So what I wanted to do today is do my long run mostly on the trail as I normally do, but I've pretty much not been doing any kind of hills at all, just the varying undulation of the trail, which is pretty much nothing, a couple % grade at most. So I'm doing a couple of really long hill roads here, kind of dead-end streets that go up from one of the main streets. Each hill is about at least 800 meters long and probably like between a 4 and 7% grade. So good, long, steady reps where I'm not actually trying to do any kind of a pace. I'm just, running to the top just to get some elevation gain in and just, change up the muscles a little bit that I'm using. Trying to really just activate the glutes and stuff like that. So, because it's a little bit hard if you're doing all just flat running. You're not really working all your various muscles, so you can develop some weaknesses for sure. So I'm, just running steady up, not trying to push it too much, and then not running too fast down, but focusing on form a little bit as well on the way down, instead of just like, having the brakes on and kind of like being back and putting pressure on my quads, just running naturally down the hill and keeping the effort low, but not really trying to control the pace too much. But anyway, that's the plan. Do a couple of these, and then down over the other side, down over the hill, I can get on the main trail that I normally run down by the river. So that's what I'm gonna do. And that first hill was tough though. That first one's almost a kilometer long, and couple steep sections, because that one's more like this one here is pretty straight up, like pretty even grade the whole way. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, just had to make sure I paused my watch. All right, I'm at the top of this hill. It just ends at the end of this cul-de-sac. There's a few lots up here still available, which I think would be really cool to live up here on the top of a hill at the end of a cul-de-sac. But I think to buy a lot up here and put up the typical home on this road, it's almost $500,000, which is, 3 times my budget or something like that. So anyway, but yeah, it sure is nice up here. I think there must be a deer up in the woods or something, because I can hear something moving. But yeah, in any case, it is, it's not that warm, but it's humid. I guess that makes sense considering they were calling for the chance of a thunder shower. But yeah, so I'm just gonna rest up here for a couple of minutes and let the heart rate come back down a little bit. And definitely spiking near max heart rate at about 3/4 of the way up this hill. So I got 2 miles of running in so far, and about probably, if I do the math correct, probably somewhere around like 500 feet of elevation gain, 150 meters, something like that. So a little bit. It's not crazy amounts. It's not like, trail runners who are doing mountain ultras and stuff, but for me, considering I've just been running the flats, that's about the amount of elevation I typically would get over the course of a week, cumulative elevation. So yeah, I'm feeling it. But anyway, I'm just gonna let things come down from here, and from here just go on, a typical nice easy trail run. I get to go back down this hill, which is nice, and yeah, end up with somewhere around 10 miles today. All right, here we are, back out on the trail. Shirt is off. Sorry if I blind you with my whiteness. So, yeah, just back on the nice, level, easy trail. There's a couple of hills kind of got me there at the beginning, but I've recovered now. Should be okay moving forward. So, yeah, I'm about 8K in or something like that, so maybe halfway through my run. Now it's just out and back on the trail. Just gonna take a little detour here. It's one of my favorite sort of, it's not super high, but it's a pretty steep drop down to the river there, but it's just a nice little place to sit and collect my thoughts, gather my breath. Yeah, so again, not really a whole lot on this run other than just some easy going, still just building up those base miles, but wow, the sun came out and it has gotten warm again. I'm just so not used to this. Even though it is only like probably 17, 18 Celsius out here, it's also very humid. So the black flies are out. They've been feasting on me, so I can't sit still for too long here. But yeah, I think that instead of trying to film, because I gotta like grab the selfie stick and do all that because I don't have a GoPro or anything, this is just my phone in a selfie stick, which is just super inconvenient while running, and then just like, you know, putting it away, taking everything back out. A lot of starting and stopping. So I'm just gonna try to enjoy the rest of my run and probably recap it afterwards. So I will catch you in a bit. All right, everybody, welcome back. And so we're just going to recap that run real quick. It's actually the next day. I just completely forgot and didn't get around to ending the video yesterday, but got out 10 miles. For some crazy reason, when my watch and Strava synced up and coordinated, it did not show the first 5K of my run, which was up those two big hills. So it translated over to Strava and still showed the proper distance. But like when you go over a kilometer 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 and just kind of put your mouse over it, the starting point for the run doesn't change. It's like it's down where the 5K mark was, and it just doesn't show anything on the map for the first 5K. So it's just really weird. So of course it didn't account for all the elevation, so I just went back in on the Strava route builder and put in like create a route up those hills so I knew how much elevation gain for my own personal records. But yeah, it was a great run. Again, just, you know, getting used to the heat, getting used to the humidity, really, because it's not like it's that hot. But living in Canada where, you know, it could be hailing any minute now. Thunderstorm went through a little while ago, and it was cold rain. And I did see somebody posting locally on Facebook that they had hail as well. So, you know, it's a weird combination of weather this time of the year. So still just getting a little bit acclimated, but overall, great run. Loving the shoes I've got in my rotation right now. And I have actually just added a new pair to my rotation with a purchase I made today. So those will arrive soon, and I'll talk about those. They're not one that I really had on my radar for a while now, but I did see a review about them, I don't know, probably almost 6 months ago, and thought that they were super interesting. So got them for really, really cheap, and excited to try them out. So I'll share that with you when they come. But yeah, so week 3 of training. I forget exactly how many miles. I'll just look on my laptop here. I did actually miss a day of running this week because of just something that had come up, which I'm not going to talk about on the channel yet, but could have some future implications. So yeah, I just ended up in 4 runs about 45K for the week. So I don't know what that is in miles off the top of my head, but it's like it's only like 27 miles or something for the week. So not a lot of running, but still just, consistently getting out there, except I did miss the one day. But this next week, I'm going to be definitely getting out for the 5 days. And I'm looking to hit probably around like 60 to 64K. So that's going to be a nice significant jump, put me around 35 or 40 miles. And we'll go from there. So thanks for following along so far, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.